To live from Long Island, New York. It's Long Island's greatest here. I'm Ryan O'Neill Williams, and my guest today is Tavia Thomas from Destiny Travel NY. Hi, Tavia. How are you doing?
Hi, Ryan. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. I'm well, thanks. Well, Tavia is launching a brand new website. It's destinytravelny.com. And I wanted to let as many people know about her amazing travel agency services. I have a friend whose sister recently went to St. Lucia. Um, she was raving about how great her travel agent was. She had a destination wedding. That's what we call them, right? Like
Yes.
a destination wedding in St. Lucia, and was just like, I was blown away by this person that I worked with. She was absolutely amazing, and so we wanted to definitely talk to you about what it is that you do. Um, well, first of all, I went to the website, and there are so many certifications and accolades. She's a certified romance travel specialist from the Destination Wedding and Honeymoon Specialist Association. I didn't know that was a thing. A certified member of the Association of Black Travel Professionals. She's a certified member of the American Society of Travel Advisors, the ASTA. She's certified by the tourist boards of Jamaica, Barbados, Antigua, and many more. She is a Cruise Lines International Associations certified. She is a member, certified by Royal Caribbean Cruise, certified Disney Resorts and Cruise Lines travel agent, and she is a sandals wedding moons specialist. All these things, I don't even know what they are, but it's just such an amazing list of certifications that says to me this person spends a lot of time thinking about what they do. Uh, Before we get into all of that, the complicated part of this, how did you get started as a travel agent?
Well, how I got started as a travel agent was I usually was, how can I say this? Booking everyone's travel. They would just come to me and friends, family was like, just book us. And I'm just like, just book you. Like,
Really?
why did you ask me to do it? So, and I just got into the business. I've been doing it a little bit over 10 years. I just said, why shouldn't I get paid for booking travel? And I love what I do. I'm very personable and I try and make your job as easy as possible.
Okay, okay. So family basically came to you and had you doing it, and you were just okay. Let me just go ahead and get paid while I'm doing it as well.
And then
Okay,
referrals from friends, and
yeah,
my list just grew and grew
just
and grew.
grow and grow. So you have a large client base now. It looks
Yes,
like
I
there's
do.
100. Wow, absolutely amazing. And over what period of time? You're saying 10 years, 15
10 years.
years?
Yes, 10
Oh,
years.
wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. What? So it's grown a little bit from then. Is it? Are you the main agent? Are we looking? Because I know you're the CEO. Are we looking at a team? What's happening?
I do have a team that works with me, but I'm the main agent, especially when it comes to destination weddings.
Okay.
Destination weddings right now is my largest niche. Group travel, bachelorette, bachelor parties. I handle most of the group bookings and the larger group bookings. And destination weddings right now is my baby.
It's your
So
baby.
I
Yeah.
love doing weddings.
It sounds like you like putting them together as well
Yes.
as okay, okay. Um, so do you feel like that sets you apart? I hadn't even realized that that was a niche, like destination travel wedding agent, as opposed to the other any other kind of travel. Do you also do other travel, or is it just this?
I do I do other travel, but destination weddings and me being the wedding coordinator also at the destination wedding, I'm doing more of that on my scale, and my team is really doing like the local if you just want to go on vacation. So anything that really has to do with destination weddings or honeymoons, I kind of spearhead that at this time with my team.
Okay. All right, great. So what are we talking about? Are you booking accommodations? Are you booking the how they get there? The itinerary, like what do they do? What exactly do you do for them?
Okay. I book the travel, I book the accommodation, I book the itinerary, I book spa treatments, anything that has to do with the wedding, pre-planning, welcome parties, anything that has to do with the wedding, I book it. If you want to have your wedding at one place and go on your honeymoon another place, I do split stays. Anything that has to do with the wedding or anniversary trips, I handle it.
Wow, wow. So do people come to you and say, I already know what I want. Here's what I want. Can you just make that happen? Or is it that people come to you and say, I just want to get married in somewhere exotic. Can you help me out and tell me what to do?
Okay, I do both. I have people that contact me and be like, okay, I want to get married in Jamaica. I want to get married in St. Lucia. I want to get married whatsoever. I ask them in turn, what made you pick that island? So I want you to feel as comfortable with me as you can talk to me, because we're working as a team, and be very personable. But then I have people to talk about, I want to get married just on the beach. I want to get married looking over the ocean. Tell me, what is your background so I
Right.
can fit. How many people are you going to have? So I want to be able to fit, make sure that resort is a good fit for you and a good fit for your wedding and your guest that's coming. Because you don't want people to go someplace and then it's a whole bunch of hills and you got people in wheelchairs. So I try and have, pick the best resort for your guests and for yourself, and make your day happy.
Okay. So the key factors are what exactly it is that they want, but then also who they are and who their guests are going to be, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So those are the key, right? So tell me about some challenges that you've faced, maybe as an agent yourself, but also like specific things that happen. What are the major issues that you face as a travel agent?
Not having handicap accessible resorts.
Wow.
Unfortunately, out of the country, a lot of the resorts are not handicap accessible. And I had a bride that wanted to get married verbatim at Beaches Ocho Rios in Jamaica.
Okay.
She was gun-ho on that resort, but she had elderly grandparents
Oh.
that could not, there was no there's a whole bunch of stairs and there's no elevator there. So we came to the conclusion she did not want to lose that resort. So what we did was we had live stream for her grandparents from their room. And what we did a drone. So they'll still be involved with the wedding, but they're not able to come out to the beach to the wedding.
What? You had a drone so they could watch the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. You know you got to get me some of that footage. I got to see something.
Yeah, I will get it. I will definitely get it for you.
Wow, I had no idea. So that's a recurring thing that happens a lot.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about people's luggage? What about people getting there? Any of those issues, or is that like minor? You can manage that.
Okay, so my last wedding in St. Lucia, it was a connecting plane. I try not to do connections. What I do is I try and find the closest airport to you within 2 hours for you to get a direct flight, because we do have issues, and unfortunately I don't have control over the airlines, that you do get missing luggage. Right. But I always tell anybody that's in the wedding party, pack your dress and your carry-on, because that is with you. Everything else we can work around and get, but pack your dress and your shoes and your carry-on just in case your luggage does not make it.
Oh, wow. That's a good tip to tell people. Make sure you carry your dress. So the groom too, I guess, carry your suit. If nothing else, you at least have the clothes you can get married in.
We could buy some shorts or something at the resort.
Yeah.
Get the dress and the tuxedo.
No, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be real mad if you don't get married in your $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 dress, because
Right.
it didn't come in the thing. So that's a great.
Correct.
You're so very right. You're so very right. All right. So, what trends are you currently seeing? Are there special places people like to go? Are there special things that they want to do, like on a regular basis right now?
The trend right now is Jamaica and St. Lucia. Those are the two top places. And DR, I think, will fall in there right there. And a lot of people want to get married on the beach. You don't, just because you want the water behind you, you do not necessarily have to get married on the beach, because some people do not like sand. We can do a runner, we can do the lawn. I always meet with the director, the wedding director at the resorts, and we can always get around that, and you will always have the water behind you. It just makes your pictures awesome. And I tell people we can always get around it. You just have to trust me. Destiny Travel will make it happen.
So talk to me about that. You are interceding with the specific person. Are you telling me you are on site to these weddings, in these destination weddings?
Yes, I do. I do go to every wedding now that I book within the last couple of years.
Wow.
Um, I usually go a day or before for the bride, because I want to do a rundown before they get there.
Right, right.
So I will make sure, of what they want. I'm on all the planning sessions beforehand, and I try not to book a wedding the same day, because I would love to attend all of my weddings, just to
Weddings.
make
Okay.
sure the check-in is smoothly, just to make sure you don't have any issues at the gate or
Right.
anything when your guests are coming in. Make sure the rooms, I always have a spreadsheet of what room type, what days you're going to be there. And I just make sure everything flows correctly. If there is things going on behind the scenes, my bride and groom will not know it, and I will handle it with the resort.
Wow. So you are hands on. You're
Yeah.
getting in there and making sure that this actually happens. So that's great too. I mean, it means it's got to take away from someone's worry, like, oh my gosh, how is this happening? How's that? You're actually the person who's on site making sure that this happens. That's great. That's great. All right. So I was going to ask you how your team manages the complexity of arranging travel for a large party, but you're telling me you got a spreadsheet,
Yeah.
which is, as a former accountant and a current person who works in IT, I love the fact that
Excel is my best friend. I sleep and eat Excel.
That's great. Yeah, the numbers are there, but also just organize everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was looking at some reviews this morning, your reviews, as a matter of fact, great reviews. But then I was like, okay, I need to order these in such a way that I could condense them into a thing. I'm using AI for a lot of stuff nowadays. And that's exactly what I did. I put them in a table. And the table was, here are the clients, here are the reviews that they actually said, and here are the responses to the reviews. I thought that was great. So yeah, so every day it's kind of one of those things where you want to make sure that you are organized. And I'm very happy to hear that you are going out of your way. So Tavia Thomas and Destiny Travel are your one-stop place to go and get all your travel done. So I basically just come up with an idea in my head and say, I was recently in Poland myself. I'm hoping to go somewhere more exotic very soon. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. But the idea would be, I'd just say, Tavia, I need to go to Jamaica. And you would just take care of all of that.
Everything. Mm-hmm.
Everything. I just got to tell you how many people and what we're doing, and you make sure that there's no connecting flight. So I messed up. All right. Very well. Very well. All right. So yeah, and again, I had a question here. Is like, what step do you take to ensure a seamless and stress-free travel experience? That is clearly it. I mean, you're definitely staying on top of everything. All right. So, how about travel insurance? People are always asking about that. Is that a thing that you definitely want to have?
Yes, definitely, especially since COVID. It was a disaster, and I'm going to be honest. Before COVID, we're trying to get people their money back and credits. There is 2 different travel insurances that we could have. It is one where you get full credit, where you can use it within 13 months. The only thing you will not get back is the whatever the fee is for travel insurance, but you get everything else back in a credit. It is a little bit cheaper than doing the full refund back, but I would say do not travel without either having the full credit or the full refund, because anything can happen. Even if a flight get delayed, as long as you got that insurance, you are definitely covered. If a flight is delayed, if you have that insurance, if you cannot get back, if they can't get you back that same day, they will put you in a hotel. If you do not have insurance, depends on where you are. Either you got to pay for the hotel yourself and wait for a check to come back. It just doesn't pan out that way. I always include travel insurance with everything that I book.
I mean, you're so right. At this point, we are coming back. Like travel has become this thing that now people are actually. Do you find that more people are traveling now than even before the pandemic? Because I mean, now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely, and especially destination weddings is like so big. Before the pandemic, a lot of the local vendors locally, including Chateaubriand, which was one of the biggest vendors in Nassau County, they have now closed. So they lost a lot of staff. So right now, destination travel is like $1 billion industry. And if I was to get married again, I would definitely do a destination wedding, and the plug would be Jamaica.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, personally, I know about Sandals and the beaches, resorts, and I know that you are a certified travel agent for Sandals and beaches. Tell people, and this is something I just found out recently by going into this. What is the difference between Sandals and beaches?
Okay. Sandals is adult only for couples, and beaches is family friendly.
Okay.
They both have the same perks. It's just that beaches you can bring children, and Sandals you can't. And it's no difference in the weddings. Both of the staff is awesome, and it's just an awesome experience. All your water sports is included. There's no tipping. They do give you a free wedding if you like their colors. If not, they can customize the colors that you want. But you just can't beat it. They're top notch. The food is awesome. The drinks is awesome. If you're looking for a party, Sandals and beaches is definitely the way to go.
Wow. So saying that, now you're like, they're the best, they're the tops. And now I'm going to ask you about AMR resorts. What is AMR? Where are those guys?
Okay, they're all over. They there's different. They have them in Jamaica. They have them in DR. They're a little bit smaller brand. Sandals and Beaches has been the top destination wedding producer and resorts for the last 10 to 15 years. AMR is great also. They are building up, but you just can't be a Sandals and Beaches right now.
Right, they're just doing their thing. Okay. And I see you also work with Playa Resorts, Blue Diamond Resorts, Charisma Resorts. Disney apparently has resorts too, right? That's great for the kids, I would assume. And hedonism as well. So that's interesting. I remember when I was a kid, I used to hear stories about hedonism all the time. And I was like, just the name itself, because you know what it is. You're kind of like, all right, what's going on?
And the cruises are big now too. So I have a wedding coming up in April on a Disney cruise. So my bride,
I was just going to go into that. But
my bride is getting married at the private island at Castaway Cay, and the planning process for that has been awesome. This will be my first time being on a Disney cruise, and I am so excited. And the planning process has been awesome. And she's looking for it, and I'm looking for it. Right now, she has two floors for cabins. She has the whole 7th floor and the 8th floor, and we're getting ready to work on the 9th floor. So she does have a lot of people coming to this wedding.
Wow. Disney cruises, huh? Yeah. And I heard you also work with Virgin Voyages.
Yes. Virgin Voyages. That is the adult only cruise line. And I'm going to be having a major group cruise for them in the year of 2025. I'm planning that. So just be on the lookout. I'm going to put a lot of information on my website, my IG
Okay.
page. I'm so excited about
What
this.
are we talking about? You're saying anybody can come to this thing? It's like
Anybody
a
can come. It's going to be open.
what?
Yes.
Oh, so you don't just do travel that I say, okay, I want to go on this thing and I want to do this. But you're telling me you now have like group
Yes.
cruises and group travel together.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'm so happy I know you now. But that one's adult only. Okay, I gotta
That's
leave
adult
the kids
only.
at home. I
Hmm.
gotta leave the kids at home. Okay, I gotta leave
Yes.
the kids at home.
Yes. Yes.
What about Norwegian cruises? How is their stuff? What's
Oh,
going
they're
on?
good too. They're good, and they have things for kids to do.
Yeah.
I would say it's more laid back. It's not really a party cruise.
Okay.
Carnival, if you have kids, I would say that if Disney can be a little bit pricey, but Carnival, they have everything for a child on the cruise. They have a teen club, they have little kids club, they have kids for 3 months old. I mean, it's just depends on what you like.
Right, right. What about Royal? What did they do? What's different? What makes them different?
Royal Caribbean is it's nice also. It just really depends. What makes them different to me is I think their food is awesome, but
Right,
it just depends on what you want. So
right.
you tell me what you want and I build from there. So I'll
Okay,
give you the options and I'll send you, things about the cruise would be different. And, whatever you choose, Destiny Travel will make it happen for you.
make it happen. Okay, so that's a good thing to know that there's differentiation within each one of these, and you can say, okay, I want to go with my kids, so then I'm going to go on Carnival, or Disney. But
Mhm.
if I want to do something more adult, and I think Norwegian is more like, hey, we're going to specific places, right? Like
Right.
Alaska, or
Mhm.
somewhere where you want to go see a destination as opposed to
Right.
have fun on the actual trip. So it's very interesting that you say that. That helps a lot. And then of course the theme parks are like Disney and
Right.
Universal Studios. You book for all of those as
Yes.
well. Get the whole itinerary done if someone needs that.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing and absolutely great that you can take care of all of those people. So many certifications. I keep looking at the list of certifications on my screen here, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, she knows. So what do you do? Like spend a lot of time studying and understanding what is happening. Are things always changing in this industry? Is that why?
Yes, it definitely is. And you got to stay up on the trainings. So after the trainings, you have to take an exam. That's how you get certified. So you
Okay.
have to know it's not like so you're reading and you're going through the trainings and then you take a test at the end. And it's not like you can go back to the video. So
Right.
you really have to take this stuff in to be certified.
Okay, great. So that's great. There's so much, seems to be so much to learn about being in the industry. But more importantly, if I don't want to learn that stuff, it looks like I can come to you and
Yeah.
get the whole thing done. All right, great. And so I guess the last thing really is to ask, uh, what what message would you tell people? Someone who's, well, they're not sure whether or not who to go with as a travel agent. What message would you say to someone who doesn't know who the travel agent they're going to go to or what they want? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to set up an interview with me. I want to know about you and what makes you happy. And Destiny Travel always will go above and beyond for their client. Destiny Travel is very personable. They're very make it about you. So it's not just you just going with any travel agent. I always cater to that one person. Every client has their own folder with their guests. And if anything arises, even after you get back from your trip, please let me know. But if it is a wedding, I will be there. So you won't know what's going on. But anything, if it's just if it's just regular travel, just Destiny Travel is the way to go. And I'll be more than happy to set up any time with you. I'm available. I'm very personable, and I just want to make all your travel needs easy and make great memories with you.
All right, great. So that's excellent. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, you want to check out destinytravelny.com if you want to book any trip. And I gotta tell you, this is the thing, man. I was away somewhere. I got caught I got stuck in an airport for 23 hours. And I know, just like you're telling me right now, that if I had just stayed away from those connecting flights and not done the cheapo thing, I would have been great. But next time, I'm coming to Tavia regardless. destinytravelny.com. I hope to see you soon. And well, regardless, there's probably not a destination wedding in my future, but I know that 2025 trip that you're having, yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget to tell me about that.
I
Don't
won't.
forget to tell me. All right. Very well. All right, guys. Thank you so very much, Tavia. Thank you for being on Long Island's Greatest. And ladies and gents, reach out to her if you are looking for some travel advice and guidance. All right.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome.